Now let's solve some equations. Now this one will involve some multiplication of fractions, so you have to be good at those. So basically just remember this, guys. You multiply the numerators together and you multiply the denominators together. It's as simple as that. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. Let's have a look at question 1. It says solve x divided by 2 on 3 is equal to 1 on 5. So guys, to get x by itself on the left hand side, we'll have to get rid of this 2 on 3, right? At the moment we're dividing by 2 on 3, so to move it over to the other side, we'll have to multiply by 2 on 3. And then guys, we have a multiplication of fractions. Just multiply the numerators together and multiply the denominators together. So, I multiply the 1 and 2 together, and I multiply the 5 and 3 together, which simply becomes 2 on 15. Yeah, easy as that. Multiply the numerators together, denominators together, and that is just simply our x. Easy, guys? We'll move on. We'll do question 2. It's asking us to solve for x again, and again we're dividing by 2 on 3. So let's move it over to the other side by multiplying by 2 on 3, and again now we have the multiplication of fractions. Now, have a look. 6 and 3, I think it has a common factor. They're both divisible by 3. So let's cross it out. So I'm going to cross out the 6, and it will become a 2, because 6 divided by 3 is 2. And I'm going to cross out the 3, and 3 is just 1. It goes away. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we don't have to bother writing anything. So now that we've simplified, now let's do the multiplication. You multiply the numerators together, so we have 2 times 2 left on the numerator, and the denominator is just 5, because that's all we have on the denominator. 2 times 2 is 4, so I've simplified it to 4 on 5, but we're not done yet, because 4 on 5 comes from x on 2. So x on 2 is 4 on 5. So how do we get rid of the 2 on this left-hand side? Because I just want x. If we're dividing by 2, we'll have to multiply by 2. So multiply by 2 over to the other side, guys, and we're going to simplify further. If you're multiplying something to a fraction, you make sure you're multiplying it just to the numerator. So 4 times 2 is 8, so x is 8 on 5. Okay, make sure you fully solve to find just x. Alright, question 3. Again, we want to solve for x. We're dividing by 2 on 7, so make sure now you do the opposite notation. It's times 2 on 7. So I put 2 on 7 out the front here, and then we're multiplying it with 3 on 8. Right? And you can see that 2 and 8 have common factors of 2. So let's do the simplification. The 2 crosses out. The 8 we can cross out as well, and then 8 will become a 4, right? 8 divided by 2 is 4. Let's write down what's left on the numerator and denominator. Only 3 is left on the numerator, and we have 7 times 4 left on the denominator. 7 times 4 is 28, so we can simplify the fraction nicely. Now we're not done yet, because this comes from 2x. So 2x equals to 3 on 28. So how do we get rid of that 2 in front of the x? Well, because it's 2 times x, we have to divide it by 2. Now when we divide it by 2, you can just put it on the denominator of the other side, because we're dividing, so you put it on the denominator. And 28 times 2, guys, what is that? That should be 56. So x is 3 on 56. That is the answer for this question.